He's sitting in your seat, the one and only Tim Reed from the Utica Boilermaker. Good morning.
So I'm the first guest in the post Christine world.
Well,
post Christine studio.
She's still with us.
She's with us.
So, and actually, Christine, we have a little picture of you
on
the mic stand, so you're technically right there.
If anyone's going to sit in my chair, I would say that Tim Reed would be the person.
Oh, my heart.
Well, there you go.
My heart.
Tim, I wanted to, before we get into, is there some sort of a race going on this week?
Yeah, I don't know. The political race?
Oh,
no, that's...
We could talk about that, too. But I did want to talk just a little bit about this photo, this Steve McCurry, and who has the show currently at the Munson Williams, the only place in the world where the show currently exists.
Yep.
And it hasn't been anywhere else. This is the first spot.
Right.
So I kind of enjoy the fact that this national, worldwide controversy is going on while we have the show here.
Absolutely.
And you've heard about it too.
I did. I was talking to a professional photographer last week, and I mentioned
journalism photographer,
a journalist, a photojournalist.
Yeah.
And I mentioned the Mercury thing and said, "Are you going to the show?" And he said, "Well, I'll probably go to the show, but there's a lot of controversy about this guy." I was totally unaware.
I was too.
And he brought up a couple of examples of what he has done, which is kind of doctoring. One of the ones that he did was he was doing a story about the Indian in their train system, which is very famous. Takes a picture of a very elegant, rich woman having her bags being brought up in regards to a very poor guy, talking about really the rich and the poor. Turns out that the porter that was the picture was her brother. And all the bags were totally empty.
And this McCurry, actually, they were his suitcases, and they were all empty. He brought them.
All empty.
Christine, now that for you,
It's terrible.
Is what?
Horrendous.
It's terrible. You have a real problem with that. Yeah, I mean, it is a Now, you remember the famous Paris kiss with the Navy guy and the woman, and this was just at the end of World War II. Do you remember?
Times Square, yeah.
And it was a Times Square photo.
Yeah.
The kiss. Now, that they found was also a staged photo.
Yep.
Years later, it was discovered that was staged. So this is nothing new, I guess.
But people love that. I mean, every year I think they have a big festival in Times Square.
Yeah,
and
they do
have
it.
a big statue
of
it. And everybody
they do?
kisses.
Okay, everybody kisses. Yeah. The kiss.
The kiss.
Yeah. But again, Christine, you're saying when it comes to journalism, this is a real deal. This is a deal breaker.
You're misrepresenting what happened.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if your intentions are good or not. You just can't do that.
And what the person you were talking to, Tim, the photojournalist, appalled by this?
Yes.
Bothered by it?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too. I was talking to a photojournalist as well. It'd be one thing. Imagine having a wedding photo, and it's the kiss, and you're getting the kiss in the church. It's the first time you may now kiss the bride, but something happened, and I don't know, the groom's teeth fell out or something. So the photographer,
that happens in Mississippi.
It does. I was trying to get something Christine could relate to now. But the photographer's like, don't worry about it. I'll put teeth on you. But deep down, you would always know that, hey, the teeth were out. And when people see the photo, it's like, oh, I see they put teeth on you. You didn't have teeth in the photo. That would be probably even a problem in wedding photography.
But it's not journalism.
Right, it's true.
I would say that's because I know a lot of I've seen many of these pictures where the bride and groom are black and white, but the bouquet, the colors are popping out of it.
But again, that's not
artistic.
It's not journalism.
Right.
But what my point is, even though it's not journalism, you still personally would probably have a bit of a problem knowing that, it's personal for me. When I had my wedding photo done with my wife, I had fake hair on. And I wanted to go back and have the hair because it just looks goofy. The toupee type thing, hair club for men. And I wanted to go back and have my regular hair put on. And my wife was like, no, because that, whether you were happy with it or not, that was the moment. We don't want to, you can't change the moment. So that's not journalism. And people have a problem with it. when it comes to news and photojournalism, it's really important. So now if you go to see this show at the Munson Williams, Steve McCurry show, I'm going to make a mistake on that, but you now know you're looking at a worldwide controversy going on right now, unfolding right now, and the show is here. I think it's really cool.
Well, so the most iconic picture is the picture of that Afghan girl.
Yes,
With those eyes.
on National
What
Geographic
if you
cover.
found out that he put contact lenses in her eyes?
Well, he kind of did, because her eyes were not really that blue. That's one of
Yeah.
the controversies here.
Okay. That's
I don't know
front
that
and
he
center
put,
when you go into Munson Williams.
I don't think that he put necessarily contacts, but I think in the shading and the colorizing that they did afterwards, her eyes were really not that blue and sparkly.
Wow.
So is that okay? Christine, are you all right with that?
No.
Wow, look at those eyes on that young girl.
That's
And
the thing that elicits emotion in you from that photo. That's
Yeah.
the most important part of the photo. Absolutely not. It cannot be doctored.
I was speaking with Nancy Ford, photojournalist, and Nancy said that even if you took a photo, a news photo of, I don't know, maybe you took a photo of the president, you grabbed a picture, and he had a piece of food on his cheek, you would never be able to remove that piece. You either don't use the photo, or you put it with the little piece of food on his cheek, because you
I
could
would use the
never,
photo.
ever, right? Probably that would be a
worth a
priceless
ton.
photo.
Yeah.
All right, Tim Reed, let's talk a little Boilermaker. It's the week.
This is the week.
Yeah.
So
Very excited, and you're going to have a hot week.
yeah, it's
Hot
so
and
now I
humid.
start looking at the weather, and actually this morning so what I do is I look at 5 weather forecasts and I choose the one I like the best.
Yeah, that's
you know?
good.
So and then I'll have day envy.
Mm-hmm.
So like this weekend, I said, well, so why didn't we have this weekend for the
What a
Boilermaker?
weekend.
Why didn't we have this
Yeah.
day? Because we had some great days.
Yeah, we really
had
this
some great
weekend,
days.
and you know the beauty of this weekend was cool mornings.
Right.
It was in the
Very
60s
cool.
and lower 70s. Before noon, you would have been running in the Boilermaker. Had it been this Sunday, it would have been
Right.
65 degrees during race time.
So I've seen 2 different weather forecasts. One predicting rain, which would be a first. I mean, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In Boilermaker
It
history.
never ended up raining. Was it last year or the year before?
2
The
years
year
ago.
before it rained, but it rained later.
Right.
It came in later.
But that was the big
That
storm was
the big,
coming. It was
the big fear. Well,
Yeah. So
the
it's
fear
never
was
actually still hasn't rained during the Boilermaker.
there's been an occasional, a few drops.
Yeah.
But any rain of significance, no.
Okay.
Well, right now
So-
the National Weather Service forecast is calling for showers in the morning.
Right.
And temperatures going to 81, partly cloudy with sunshine in the afternoon. Now, it's early. It's Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're
you
talking
really
about
can't
yet.
look at it
No.
till it's about 72 hours out. But
Yeah.
we're getting close to the window. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be it kind of stinks if you're a spectator. I mean, I guess if you have to stay out there in the bands and
yeah.
things. But you know what? You got to be. Listen, if those people are running in it, I certainly hope you can give them a little bit of your time. That's their
Get out
day to
there,
be
yeah.
a rock star.
And right now, I mean, again, you can't tell by the forecast right now. It'll change 5 times before we
Correct.
get to Sunday. But as of right now, not as hot. The heat wave
Mm-hmm.
looks to be this week where we go up into the 90s. But for those that are training and trying to get ready,
Right.
it's going to play a role for them.
Right. I have heard a lot of people who have been actually I listened to Andrew earlier. I hope everybody's ready because
Yeah.
I haven't seen as many runners as I usually do.
Yeah,
which
very
is-
interesting.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Anything new that you want to hit on here this morning? And the planes are going to fly over.
Planes are going to fly over
At the post-race party.
Post-race party, and I think everything's we're going to have a directors meeting tonight, which I don't even know why we're going to do it because it's all over for us,
Right, right.
But it's our last thing where we kind of
Everything
tie
is
the bow up.
So
everything is in place. Everything
right.
is in place. It's gonna happen. So
All right. Pretty excited.
yeah, well, thank you very much.
It
We'll
is,
see you around, I'm sure.
It is Boilermaker week, and people come home. Talking about the Steve McCurry show that's going on.
Right.
There's so many different things going on. People plan their reunions around the Boilermaker. This
The media challenge.
This is
we're going to be
the media challenge
the
is always
media
big.
challenge is
Yeah.
coming up at the expo. That'll
So
be good.
mention this. I'm actually participating
Oh
in
my
this.
lord!
Yeah. This is. I'm eating pasta. Is that right?
Well, I can't say much about it.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
can't say much about it.
In years past, I did it last year.
Yeah.
And we were having some trouble, and I was the last to go, and I'd never eaten pasta that fast, and I couldn't use my hands, and I was blindfolded.
Did you see the
I had to
day?
use sense of smell. I felt
Dexterity
What
will
the
be.
heck
I
did I
will say
sign up for?
dexterity is a piece to this.
That happens at the expo on Saturday.
It's going to happen at the expo on Saturday.
You saw Joey Chestnut did 70 hot dogs and buns.
So my wife told me,
which is a world record.
So usually they do that at noon, and then she said, "Well, it's at 3:00." I thought, "Well, it's probably West Coast time." So she comes in and tells me it's on. I refuse to watch that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do, and to even get that thing close to like ESPN, like that's not a sport.
I know.
Gluttony is not a sport. I'm sorry.
Yes. Meanwhile, there are people starving in the world.
I went out
and,
as soon as I heard it
this
was
guy's
on.
eating 70.
I went outside.
Yeah.
I had to get away.
A world record, though.
Oh,
A world
yes.
record, and what
Wonderful.
a feat. What a feat.
What happens afterwards, though? That's the question of the ages.
Let me tell you.
Nothing
eating
good.
hot dogs whole. I was in a hot dog eating contest once and got sick. And let me tell you, you've eaten hot dogs whole. They don't, let's just say they don't come out easily if you're going to get sick.
Yeah.
If you're going to throw up. It's extremely painful and can cause serious harm to a person. So, yeah, be careful out there in your hot dog eating. Pasta should be handled quite easily. You'll do just fine with the pasta. Even Andrew was able to handle it. All right, John Zogby coming up in a second. Tim Reed.
All right.
It's Boilermaker Week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, got a break. Coming right back at WIBX.